The Chinese president is expected to visit New Delhi for the Brics summit on 12 September. The Ministry of Defence has added 405 strategically important items worth 3,070 crore rupees to the 6th positive indigenization list, which will now be developed and sourced from Indian industry. An 85-member Indian Army contingent from 9 Gorkha Rifles has arrived in Thailand for the 15th edition of exercise Netra, which begins today and runs until 31 August. Embraer has identified 6 refurbished ERJ-145 jets for India's Netra Mark 1A program, which would expand the Indian Air Force's Netra fleet from the current 3 aircraft to 9. A senior Indian Air Force officer has said that the Air Force plans to counter Pakistan's J-35 induction through preemptive strikes on air bases, hangars, maintenance facilities, weapons storage, command networks and logistics infrastructure needed to sustain J-35 operations. India and Armenia have signed an MOU on defence industry cooperation that could open the way for joint development and local production of Indian defence systems in Armenia. After Armenia, India's Pralay tactical ballistic missile is drawing export interest from 2 more Asian countries. The DRDO is developing a 290 km export variant, while India plans to establish additional production lines and increase private sector participation to meet growing domestic and overseas demand. Hyderabad-based Indrajaal-Sigma Advanced Systems have secured a 155 crore rupees order from the Ministry of Home Affairs for the Ranger mobile anti-drone patrol vehicle for border security deployments and VVIP protection. The DRDO has floated a requirement for an indigenous heavy fuel vertical takeoff and landing logistics drone to carry 200 kg payload to army posts along the LAC and LOC, operating up to 25,000 feet, 5 sorties daily, even in jamming and -40°C conditions. India's upcoming Lease cooler-class nuclear attack submarine INS Chakra-III will receive a substantially more capable missile package, including Kalibr-PL family missiles offering 1,500 km range, that would give the Indian Navy a significantly longer range conventional land attack option from a nuclear-powered submarine. India has signed a 1,943 crore rupees deal with US firm General Atomics to lease 2 MQ-9B SeaGuardian hail drones for 30 months, as the lease of the 2 existing leased MQ-9A SeaGuardians expires in early 2027. The DRDO has initiated the QRSAM extended range version of the Quick Reaction Surface-to-Air Missile System that will have a range of 80 km with 12 km altitude coverage. The extended range variant will retain the same mobile launchers, radars and integrated command network, but will use a more powerful propulsion system, a dual-pulse motor, along with improved seekers and anti-jamming capability. Trials are planned within the next 2 years, after which the system will move toward induction. The Rafale F-4.2 standard fighter jet will introduce a gallium nitride technology in both the RBE-2 radar and elements of the Spectra electronic warfare suite, giving it substantially greater radar power, better tracking performance, improved electronic protection and electronic attack capability. India could seek the newer configuration for 114 Rafale order, while upgrading its existing 36 aircraft to a comparable standard, to avoid a major capability gap between its existing and newly acquired Rafale aircraft. The competition for India's future 120 kN class AMCA Mark II engine has become much more interesting, after Rolls-Royce and Reliance Industries announced plans to jointly develop a sovereign indigenous combat engine in India, including an aerospace gas turbine complex. Rolls-Royce has also offered complete technology transfer and intellectual property rights, meaning the British proposal can no longer be considered weaker than French Safran offer. Rolls-Royce worked on the F-35 propulsion program, and is currently working on the next-generation jet engine for the GCAP 6th-generation fighter. Meanwhile, Safran CEO announced that Safran will not continue the FCAS engine program beyond its current funding phase, as it has resources to develop only one combat aircraft engine, and will instead prioritize the M88 Rex for Rafale F5. Despite this, the Safran GTRE joint venture might deserve priority for India, because India's Defence Ministry recently announced that it has initiated efforts to join the French-led FCAS 6th generation fighter program, potentially creating future technological synergy between AMCA propulsion and next-generation Indo-French combat air cooperation. Developing two separate multi-billion-dollar 120 kilonewton engines in parallel makes no economic sense. So India should keep the Rolls-Royce Reliance offer alive as competitive leverage before finalizing the Safran deal, and must use that offer to negotiate stronger guarantees from Safran on critical technologies. Today's top 3 comments.